Welcome to Collage of Health. It's December 19th. Thanks for being here today. I went into the Akashic weather. I went into the Akash and I'm doing a weather report right now, earlier today. And it's actually been a difficult message it's been difficult for me to sit with this message more than most of the messages. And it is taking me all day to put a video out there with what I got. But I feel like to not put it out is causing me more angst than to put it out. So here goes. The hills are alive with the sound of music. I was told you're on a catwalk to victory. Marshlands. I saw like these rocks and water interspersed around the rocks that I was walking on. And then a seal, and seals represent immersion in the imagination. So a couple days in a row, I've gotten these sea animals. Greenland, wasteland, needle in a haystack. And then I got a message I should restart my business, Collage of Health, in the way that I had originally planned. And it was basically to get a bunch of people together who had something to offer that was, their expertise, like psychiatry has been my expertise. And I pulled together some women who had different expertise in areas, and I wanted to do like this mighty network platform. And it just didn't take off. The people I pulled together, the professionals who actually weren't working at the time, this was 3 years ago, just weren't ready to do something, I think, so innovative. I think it was before its time. So anyway, it was a message to go back to that idea, I guess. Monkey in the middle. What's ahead? I asked, and I got chills. Glorious days, and then the question, how good can it get? So last night I watched Gaia, Regina Meredith's show on the Mandela effect. And it was delivered by a woman named, I think, Cynthia Sue Larson. And if you're not familiar with the Mandela effect, I'll put some information in the notes. But essentially, it's that a whole collective of people can remember something in a way that it didn't necessarily happen. So it could be like the name of a TV show you might remember as this and that, and it was actually this and or that, something like that. Like the Bernstein Bears is the Berenstein Bears, and it's not Jiffy peanut butter, it's Jif peanut butter, and etc. So with the Mandela effect, one of the things that Cynthia Larson said is that we can kind of change like timelines of consciousness, and we can really dictate what happens based on our minds and our hearts. I think definitely our hearts is what we can impact the most change right now. But one of her mantras is, how good can it get? So that came through. World War II, the Calvary. So the Calvary has come up before, and I looked it up, and it has one meaning, but then I noticed that it also is the place where Christ was crucified, at Calvary. So I thought that was interesting. And then I had a scene from the Last Supper, and Jesus was very much running the show at the Last Supper, and he was dictating to the disciples what roles that they were going to play and instructions. And then Foul the Blueprint of Time, Immemorial, the hunted could become the huntress. Maps of the World was spinning. It was kind of like looking around the world, and Turkey came up, and then Yugoslavia. Gentrification of people, hubris. Hubris can mean a transgression, pride, defying God, and only considering self. That is one meaning of a hubris. Plants growing in places they shouldn't be able to grow. Urban warfare. Magna Carta, again, where the king's authority can't supersede law. Those in charge can't supersede the law. Blissful days are ahead. Watch from afar. I saw a cowboy with a cowboy hat. Peach trees. Run around Sally. Nitpicky. Saviors. Talking heads. People Republic of China. Laudable parks. Sharp gems, stones. Montana seemed like a safe place in the United States. Glass houses, people who live in glass houses shouldn't throw stones. Washington Monument. Harriet Tubman. Fall of Forgotten Days. I see Mississippi River flooding with someone on a boat. Australia and changes in their doctrine of their constitution. Anne Hathaway, I actually looked up Anne Hathaway, and she starred in a movie called Interstellar, and it's kind of I think it's like an apocalyptic movie about Earth where humans have to go to another stratosphere to save Earth, something like that. So I thought maybe that was the connection with Anne Hathaway, but I wasn't sure. Like a pagoda, Vietnam village, people with hats on, going about their day. Call of the Wild, which was a book by Jack London about a dog that had been taken to live in the wild and had to survive based on instinct, essentially. A political leader who is very well known, plotting for anarchy. I feel myself trying to lift above all of this and also to try to lift like a tombstone. And then I need to just let this tombstone go and to be. I ask, is the tombstone the world, the country, other dimensions, this dimension? And I was told this, this dimension, country, world, and it was all of the above. Alas, my friend, the time has come to part ways. What began must come to an end. Draw a line in the sand. Earth shudders to think of the yester morrows, drinking from a straw. How prepared are thee? I see a vulture, almost like dead. Flashes to the past, a cleanup crew. I think of a friend who died. I had this friend who died in the last couple of years, and it was just really unexpected the way she died, and it was a wake-up call, like that people aren't always the way you perceive them to be. Prepare for the worst, expect the best. Things will change without warning. Take cover when necessary. You will be guided. Blessing for the listeners, the people who are listening to this. I felt like I was being like blessed and giving a transmission with this. And I felt like it was that maybe my consciousness was asking, like, if anyone listens to these videos, can they have this certain protection that I'm getting, or I feel like I will be getting? And I was told yes. Reverberate outward. And then I wanted this protection to reverberate from this bubble and then outward. And that was my prayer. Take cover, shelter. This is one possible timeline, I'm told. Sandpaper, matches, friction, 2 sticks. I see a vulture again, and this time he's ready for flight. The date 11/9 came up, and I don't know if it was like supposed to be 9/11, but I took it as 11/9. Read it over, and I was told yes. So what happened on 11/9? Well, there was 2 things that I could see. One was the freedom of the Berlin Wall falling back in 89. And the second was in 2011, the first test of an emergency alert system. Like, I guess, nationwide, maybe, or worldwide emergency alert system. Then I got the word cacophony of silence. The rest will be made known soon. Jesus handed me a piece of paper. It said peace. Peace will be had for many, for few, and then eventually for all. So that was today's message. And thanks for listening. Thanks for being here today. I'm wondering if there was anything else I wanted to say, and I don't think so. Have a great day.